Content creation in itself is a form of art, and with every art, there is a process that you follow. And I have been able, over the couple of years that I've been doing content creation, to come up with a list of tools. In today's video, I am planning to share with you my exact tools, or the tools that I use on a daily basis in my content production workflow. So let's start from the beginning. What exactly is the content creation process? Well, there's a couple of things that goes into content creation, including idea generation, editing, planning, storyboarding, and all these processes that are coming in between in order for you to come up with a content process, which is gonna be another video for another time. If you'd love to learn more about that video, then also do let me know in the comment section down below. But today, let's talk about the tools. You need to have the right tools in order for you to build a systematic workflow for your content creation journey. And the first place that we are going to get started with is idea generation. Now, we all know that generating ideas is a whole process on its own, and thank God for AI and ChatGPT. Now, the tool I'm talking about is actually Ada. Ada is a ChatGPT AI agent that helps us come up with ideas, script the ideas, and everything you need to know about generating ideas and scripting videos for Instagram. But because I love being crazy with tools I discover, I usually use this tool to come up with ideas for my YouTube channel and validate some things, because of course it is a tool for content creation, so it's gonna come up with really good ideas. The second part of the content creation process, of course, is planning. And planning in itself is work, I'm not gonna lie, but I love using Notion. Some of us use Asana, but I am going to show you exactly what I use. Now, if we jump on my Notion, you guys can see that I already have planned, or I already have a workflow that I usually use for my YouTube channel and LinkedIn. But for purposes of this video, I'm going to use LinkedIn, the LinkedIn version, to show you exactly how I usually plan out my content. Now, you can see I've outlined this in a Kanban board, which makes it easy because it's visual for me, and I can be able to move things around just in case I have come up with the right ideas. You guys can see I've already indicated that I have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 for my content ideas, and in each content piece that I have written, I will be able to put an outline of the exact same thing I'm gonna be putting on my LinkedIn. After that, I mean, you guys are YouTubers, so you definitely understand that there is an essence in graphics design. So the tool that I personally love using is Figma. I have been using Figma for all my design needs and all my graphics needs because I come from the tech space. However, for those of you who are not tech savvy, there is Canva. And if you haven't tried out Canva is a really great place to start if you're just getting started with graphics design, especially for your content creation needs. It gives you the powers of having a graphics design do the templates for you, and all you do is just drag and drop and change the things that you need to change in your graphics. But for people like me who love Figma, so with Figma, I have my templates for my YouTube channel, I have my templates for my carousels, and I also have my templates for any other thing that I might be needing or I might use with my videography. But you can get started with Canva. Don't give yourself pressure. You can use Canva to do all your graphics design until you get to the point where you can use advanced tools like Figma, Photoshop, Illustrator, and all these other graphics design tools. Now, we cannot talk about content creation if we don't talk about video editing. Now, for those people who are video creators just like me, you need to have a reliable tool for your video editing needs. Now, when I got my start in video editing, I was using Adobe Premiere Pro, and I have been using it for a while, but it got to a point where I did not have the flexibility or the time to actually have the patience to work with Premiere Pro and its crashes. Hence, I decided to now be using CapCut. And CapCut is a really powerful tool, but we are not talking about CapCut and the basics of CapCut in this particular video. But you can actually create a template. Like for instance, if we jump into my CapCut right now, you guys can see that I have a template for my short form content. I have a template for my other short form content, because I do post two separate formats of videos on my Instagram and TikTok. And I also have a template for my YouTube. The reason why I have these templates is because it makes it easy for me to edit, and I love using CapCut because it doesn't eat up the RAM power. So if you're a complete beginner to video editing, I would recommend CapCut, because I got my start with CapCut last year around December, and right now I'm a complete pro at editing with CapCut. It's a good tool, honestly. If you find the right tutorials, I'm sure there's a ton on YouTube that you can follow through, and you can learn how to edit using CapCut. Now the next thing, this is really important, is data analysis. And most of us who do content creation, I don't know if you do your data analysis or not, but this is a very important part of your content creation process, because you get to analyze and see which videos perform, which ones don't perform, and what you can do to improve on which ones that are not performing, what to avoid, what to create more of. Hence, you get to improve the way you create your content. But I'm not forcing anyone to work with numbers. I personally love working with numbers. Therefore, it's easier for me to do data analysis on my content. Now, when it comes to the tools that you can use for your data analysis, I recommend two tools. The first one being Excel, because it's good to work with Excel sheets. Excel sheets actually offer you the capability of adding your own calculations and tracking things on your own. You just have to be very intentional about adding the details to your Excel sheet, and you have to be very intentional to within a specific period of time to make sure you review your content performance and be able to come up with a conclusion of what works, what doesn't work, and what you're going to improve and do more of in the coming days that you're going to be creating content. The second tool that I recommend is the inbuilt insight tools in every platform. Now, if you're using Instagram, TikTok, or any other social media platform, it usually comes with its own analytics tool. I'm not going to talk about all the other platforms, but I'm going to specifically talk about YouTube. If you have no idea where to access your analytics for your content, you can actually just navigate towards the icon bar you can see on your YouTube channel. Then you see there that there in the drop down menu you can see there is YouTube Studio. Now you're gonna go to your YouTube Studio, and once you land there, on the left side of your dashboard you can see that there is dashboard listed there, content, and then the third option is analytics. You're gonna click your analytics, and it will redirect you to a page where you can see what is happening with your content, because you get a visual chart or a visual graph, and you can see what is happening with your channel, how many views you've accumulated, watch time hours, subscribers. On the right side of the dashboard, there's a drop down menu where you can get to select the number of days that you want to check out and all these things. Working with an inbuilt data tracking tool for your content has been really impactful, because you can get to see what is happening with your content. I personally love using the YouTube Studio because it updates. You usually, when it comes to the YouTube Studio, you're usually like a day behind with your analytics, which is very efficient, especially if you're trying to track what is happening with your channel. Now, with that being said, I hope that you guys found this particular video to be enlightening. I've shared with you the most important tools that you need to be aware of, especially when it comes to content creation and having a content creation workflow. I've mentioned these specific tools because they are necessary, that are gonna help you package your content better. Now, if you've never gotten started with any of these tools, or you're curious about any of these tools, let me know in the comment section which tool has piqued your interest. And if you need a video of me explaining to you how to work with these tools, also do let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to do that particular video for you. But up to that point, I really hope you found this particular video helpful. If you did, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I am going to see you in the next one.